the prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gamers. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah. Courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah, yeah.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started. your pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big friends.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Nighthawks of San Juan. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. A nice gain of 21 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. His throw incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Scott. Incomplete. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hooker being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now it's Burrow. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Scott. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Buccaneers 7. Waste of time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Hooker. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigga an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after here coming up. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Hey, if they just do that all the way down, the ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run here with Swift. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, Rick.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll send Judy in motion left. Burrow going for it on 4th. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get it! Cut 19! Cut 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
Throwing on first down. Hooker, open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's Hill, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando,
it's
here's
a new season, so both these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That third down conversion good for 23.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On the option to give to Swift here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Burrow. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin with a run by Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now
Hooker going to change things up a bit.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Hooker. Open man, it's Scott. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Vikings, 60 Vikings. 10 to 11, 10 to 11. 19 tight, 19, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Hooker flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 39-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Scott. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker, throw outside, complete to Scott. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Rattler.
Off the play fake. Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Here's a give to Miller. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and 10 at the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
Off play action. Hooker. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
30-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Dancing to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide.
And ball going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw on second down. Hooker. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Let's go.
Hooker wants to change the look.
Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Eagles, 79 Broncos. Tracker 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Hooker. Got an open man. It's Scott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So a nice throw there. And CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
You know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Go street. Buffalo 18.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
John Hightower now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. To throw, Burrow. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he goes out right around the 39.
And that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John got it. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an east side, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big. Put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that.
it's not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I